Okay, so I promised some people a brow tutorial and I am going to make it as easy as connect the dots. You need three things to do this. So you need your brow brush, so it doesn't have to be expensive or fancy, but like a flat, fairly stiff, angled brow brush. Then you're going to need your brow product of choice. This will work with any kind of brow product. I'm going to use Shadow Sense, which is a cream to powder shadow, but I love this stuff. It's so versatile. I use it all over my face. So we're going to use it for the brows. You can use, I would say this is probably going to work best with like cream based products or liquid products, but I'm sure you can probably do this with powder too. And then the last thing that you'll need is a cotton bud or Q-tip. This is going to be used to kind of clean up the dots, because you want to make the dots big enough that you can see them to connect them, but obviously you don't want giant dots on your eyebrow after you're done, so this will help you with that. Let's get started. Okay, so obviously we need to know where to put the dots, so I'm going to take some of my Shadow Sense. You can either kind of put it on a palette. I'm just literally going to take it off of here because I'm lazy. And I'm just going to take a little bit of product, that's probably too much, a little bit of product just on the like end, on like the corner. And then I am going to measure where to put this. So excuse me while I look in my mirror, but so I'm going to measure straight up through my tear duct. So now a lot of people say to use like the bridge of your nose. My nose bridge is kind of weird, so that would put me there. This is going to be a little more accurate on where it's for you. And then you're just going to put a little dot. Hopefully you can see that. Little dot right there. So that is dot number 1. Dot number 2, I'm going to take a little more product just to make sure that I can see where my dot goes. I'm going to take this same thing. I'm going to go from the bottom of my nose. So from like the tip of my nose, and I'm going to go through my pupil. I'm going to put a dot. Now my eyebrows are super thick and dark, so you probably can't see that right there, but I will put the dot right there. So through the pupil, boom, dot. Luckily I've got thick enough brows that it's not going to make a difference. And then last dot is going to go, same thing, base of the nose, all the way through like the outer corner of your eye, and then that's where you're going to end. That is a big thick dot that I will definitely need to clean up. Alright, so let's get to connecting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go from do this bottom line, and I'm going to go from that dot to the second dot, which is around about here somewhere. Hopefully you'll be able to see it better on your brows. So I'm just going to go straight line up. Whoop. Cool, connected those dots. Gonna go from here to this one. I went a little far. This is why we use the Q-tip, people. Right. So once you've connected those two, you've got your outline for your base, or your bottom of your... I'm gonna need some coffee today. All right, so then we're gonna go from the top. We're actually gonna make our tail. So we are going to go from this same kind of area and just connect to make a tail. And then we're gonna start filling in. So I'm gonna put this away because we really shouldn't need any more product. I say that, and I'm gonna need more product because that's what happens. And then we are just going to start to fill in with the product that we already have on our brush. In fact, I already had way too much on my brush, so I didn't need more product, so that's good. All right, and so when it comes to the tail can be a bit darker, so that's fine. And then when it comes to this front part, we want to just kind of, no more product on your brush. Go ahead and just from that line flick up, and that is going to start to fill in your brow from there. Like I said, I still have kind of a crazy dot right there because I did a huge thick dot on that one. I'm just gonna take my Q-tip and just clean that up a bit. And then I like my brows to be a bit more square at the top, so I'm just gonna, and that's it, done. Let's see that on the other side sped up. So that's it, as easy as connect the dots. I'd love to see if you try it out. Comment with a picture of how yours turned out. And don't forget, our eyebrows are sisters or cousins, not twins. So it's okay if they're not exactly the same.